distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback. For sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. Ooh, with a juke. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it won't count for 6. He's brought down, but inside the 5. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll try and run the option left side. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. First-round pick back in 2012. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action. Now Jackson steps away. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harrison Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Edwards. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. A pretty wild first quarter, 21-7, our score. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes Grant on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Watson on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now it's Watson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Watson looks to throw again. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Watson, off play action. Forced out to his left. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick-6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get their focus back.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And that is taken in by Njoku. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And now Watson throws another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
That is Colt. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the rookie's free. 30, 20. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 30. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They run again on first down, Chubb. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Adolphine Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
I got to start in the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. They'll run with Hunt on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his left. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The end result, 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 14-yard line, second and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. They'll run with Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now Watson going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. When someone's over 80.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Watson. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you...
Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Chubb on the counter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw is Watson. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
No, we changed it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Real quick.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point.